Yeah.
Yeah, the dresses are 20 each and the shirts are 10. They were all made in the late 50s, but they've never been worn.
So I'm here at the Rose Bowl, and I'm speaking to, what is your name?
Christine Schaefer.
Christine Schaefer. And Christine, I see that you have maybe about 150 little girls' dresses from the 50s and 60s. Is that about right?
Yes, and little boys' shirts.
Now, and I see that they're selling for around $20 or $30. Is that about the price range?
The shirts are 10 and the dresses are 20.
And I was wondering, you told me that there was an interesting story, which I would assume there would be. So give me the Cliff Notes version of the story.
Cliff Notes version is, well, for starters, I would suggest if you want to look up in Time magazine in 1948, they published an article that described the husband and wife couple who started the company. And the woman was already famous in the fashion industry.
Do you know her name or their name?
I don't know off the top of my head, but
Okay.
if you look up Time 1948, Mary Mites or Gay Sprites, the article should come up and it's a full description. And so the company started in 1948. And they started out by selling to all the best East Coast department stores like Bloomingdale's and Saks, etc. And the first orders sold out almost immediately, and so they had to ramp up their production really fast to keep up. And so they contracted with some factories in Pennsylvania. And when the company closed, I'm assuming what happened, in the late 50s, early 60s, I'm assuming they just boxed up everything that they had left and stored it away, and that's how I came upon. I actually started.
How did you come upon this? Were you out on a buying trip somewhere?
I was wandering the streets of New York.
So you're wandering the streets of New York, Manhattan, Brooklyn, the Bronx.
Manhattan,
So you were in
Nolita,
Manhattan.
actually.
Where?
Nolita, North Little Italy, which is a pretty popular district.
And you were looking for some pizza or some Parmesan. Instead of that, you came across a whole bunch of dresses?
I was on my way to a concert.
A concert? What band or group or what sort of?
A friend of mine actually called Cavalier King.
Cavalier King.
Yes.
So you were on your way to the Cavalier King
Concert.
concert, and then how did you come across these dresses?
I saw a few in the store window, and at first I thought
In a store window. What sort of a store was that? A department store? A
no,
specialty?
it was a little boutique.
Little boutique?
Owned by a Japanese couple. And I looked in the window. There were several displayed in the window, and I thought to myself, I said, boy, those sure are cute. I said, they must be new, but made to look old. But I went in and inquired and found out the backstory, and that they really were old.
They actually were old.
And I just kind of got my brain turning, and that day I walked out with 40 pieces.
With 40 pieces.
And over the next 2 years, I bought him out of what ended up being about 900 pieces.
So you ended up with 900 pieces at some point.
Yes.
And how long have you been selling them off, and where have you been selling them?
For about 2 or 3 years, and I'm down to, I'd say after today, I have down to less than 200 pieces.
So you're down to your last 200 pieces.
Yeah, this is the final stretch.
And, so where have you sold them besides the Rose Bowl?
They've been sold everywhere from high-end boutiques.
Anywhere in Southern California?
Yeah, in Southern. At one point, there was a very nice little children's shop on Abbot Kinney called Little.
So Little.
Which actually is no longer there.
So Abbot Kinney's in Venice.
In Venice.
Called Little. And it's a place that's no longer there. Have you sold at any other antique venues in Southern California?
Just the Rose Bowl, and then I also do Alameda.
Alameda in San Francisco. And are you going there May, the first Sunday of May? I guess we'll take that as a maybe.
I was there last weekend, and
did it rain out or something?
I'm on next month.
Well, great. So, may I publish your name and phone number, or somebody get in contact with you?
You are welcome to publish my name, and if someone wants to contact me, they can send an email.
Okay. What is your email address? Very slowly.
Sure. It's IAMCSCHAEFER@hotmail.com.
And if you were to sort of pronounce that, what would that pronounce out to be?
It's I am C Schaefer.
IMC Schaefer
Yes.
at Hotmail.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.